Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to have a little fun doing a full face of Hourglass Beauty. I am so excited because they just launched new eye palettes called the Curator. They came in several beautiful neutral color stories. I literally wanted to buy them all. That's because they were kind of all right up my alley. I ended up going with the one called Idealist, and this color story is described as the rose color story. This one's a little bit different than I normally purchase. I'm somebody who loves a neutral eye palette, love those taupes and those beiges and all of those. So this one is still a beautiful neutral eye palette, so decided to start with that eye palette. I will be giving you the information on these, how they perform on my more mature eyes, and then I just went ahead and pulled out some of my favorite Hourglass products. So if you are interested in seeing how I created this look using a full face of Hourglass Beauty, as well as giving you the information on the new Curator eye palettes, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm a little bit excited to play with this new Hourglass, the Curator eyeshadow palette, and I ended up picking this one up in Idealist. But before we do that, I'm going to quickly do a full face of Hourglass Makeup, and this was also a request to do an updated Hourglass video. So I am going to start with the beautiful Hourglass. This is the Hydrating Skin Tint Veil, and I have this in the shade number 6. This just makes your skin look freaking amazing. It doesn't have a ton of coverage, but then I will go in with the concealer, which is full coverage, and this is the shade number 6. I love this stuff. And I noticed that they just launched one of my old favorites, or relaunched the Illusion. That was like my go-to skin tint for so many years. And then it went bye-bye. And I do actually like their foundation. That soft focus foundation is absolutely beautiful as well. They have so many beautiful products, and I was so excited to see these little palettes, because before they had some that you could build. I think you can still kind of build out your own palette, but for some reason I just didn't do that. Not sure why, but I was excited when I saw these gorgeous curated little eye palettes with just 4 shades. That's about all that I am going to use. So this product is so good. I'm actually almost like halfway through my tube. So this is something I love to travel with. And when I was looking for my beauty products, I couldn't find it in my Hourglass drawer, and so I was laughing. I was like, where is it? And it was in my little travel bag, because I had taken it with me on a trip. So as you can see, it's just going to give me a nice little sheer coverage, but it does even out your skin. It's very plumping and hydrating, just gorgeous. And then this is actually a high coverage concealer. So this one works great. I tend to use just a little bit of this around the eyes because it is more high coverage. And I'll just kind of put a few here. I'm in the shade Silk in this one here. But if you are looking for a high coverage concealer, this one is amazing. And again, I'm just gonna kind of use this for some extra coverage right here. And then I will come in with a buffing brush. I have been using my, this is Chantecaille's Blend and Smooth brush. This one I have just kind of fallen in love with. And then I will just buff this into my skin. Then I will use the warmth of my fingers to really blend in. Kind of used a lot of that concealer. That's okay, but that's what I'm saying. This is a high coverage concealer, and I tend to like to go for a little less high coverage underneath my eyes because I sometimes just feel like that emphasizes my wrinkles, but with this particular foundation, it doesn't necessarily do that. And then I'm going to warm up my skin using an oldie but goodie. This is my Hourglass Diffused Bronze Light Bronzer. It's so pretty. It's kind of this marbled effect. They have always done the best powder products. They just make your skin look amazing. And I'm just going to kind of use the Hourglass little sculpt brush here. And we're going to put a little bit of that bronzer on. Okay, put on a little blush and bronzer, and then let's get to the fun part, the eyeshadow. And I'm laughing because all of them looked so beautiful. Basically, they're all kind of neutral shades. And here is what the case looks like right here. And this one is in Idealist, and this one was described as the rose one. And this one has this beautiful, it says it's a soft shimmer pearlescent pink, and then a satin soft coral, a shimmer right over here, which is a rose gold, and then a matte rosewood. And to be honest, I was having a hard time picking which one to start with, and this is something that's just a little bit different than my classic. I believe there was one with just like all the neutrals. As we know, I have a million of those, so was branching out just a bit. Now each of these palettes is $68, so not necessarily a cheap palette. These are talc free. They are highly pigmented. This is a swatch of the Idealist. Really pretty color story, and this is definitely giving me some fall vibes. You can definitely wear this year round. It's just sort of that little color right here, kind of that rusty little color kind of was giving me, you know, kind of like leaves changing. And these are supposed to be long wearing and non-drying. So let's go ahead and create a look. I'm actually going to start over here with the matte shade, or the satin coral shade over here, and we're going to start by putting that in my crease and give this a try right here. I am using a BK Beauty 212, just a fluffy little brush here, and going to just kind of windshield wipe that color. That's pretty. Okay, they are very pigmented, by the way. Like, this is picking up super nicely. I'm just going in and gonna just look straight ahead, bring that color just right above that crease, just a little bit here. Intensifying the other side. as well. Then I'm coming into this gorgeous rose gold shimmer shade, and I'm going to put that all over the mobile lid, just like this. Ooh. Really like that color. Okay, I'm already kind of loving this palette. And then I'm coming into this rosewood matte shade here. And I'm going to come in and put that on the outer shade right here and bring kind of up into that V. Taking whatever's left and running that underneath my lash line. And then I'm coming up into this like pearlescent pink shade, and I'm going to put that underneath the brow bone here. And I'm actually going to try to put it kind of in the inner corner. I'm tempted to put just a little bit of this kind of on my iris, just like a teeny bit, like right here. Just a little dab. Okay, this is what I have created so far using the Idealist, and I am pleasantly surprised by the overall look. They all look so beautiful. I was just trying not to purchase something that I already own, and honestly, these just are a little bit different than I normally gravitate towards, but I think they are absolutely gorgeous. And I do think that the rosy tones are supposed to bring out a little bit more of the green in my eyes. And then I pulled out my Hourglass. This is the Voyeur waterproof gel eyeliner, and this one is in Cave. And what I'm going to do is just line the upper lash line, just kind of wiggling through that upper lash line to define the lashes here once I put on mascara. Taking this BK Beauty number 12 Nikki La Rose smudger brush, and I'm just going to slightly smudge that out. Okay, I am loving this eye palette. What I'll tell you is what I'm finding it to do already, which I personally love, especially on my more mature eyes. The pigmentation of these shadows is just incredible, but they're very creamy. And what I'm liking is it's not appearing dry or powdery on my lid. It's almost like it is meshing into my eye and giving me that lived in look, like it's a little bit creamy and it just looks a little bit softer on the eye versus kind of some powderiness. I just feel like, again, doesn't necessarily look great. So it's almost appearing like a cream shadow on my eyes, which I'm just loving. Let me go put on mascara, clean up my brows real quick, and then we will finish off with one of my favorite Hourglass lip. Okay, I have to tell you, I am super excited about this eye palette partly because I've been going through a period where I just have not been liking anything on my eyes except for liquid shadows. Like I've just been having kind of a little moment about my eyeshadows. On my more mature skin, it can partly be because it's summer too and I've just been wearing more minimal makeup, but I am loving the overall look that I am getting from that palette. There's a little bit of luminosity, a little bit of shimmer, but again, nothing too much. I feel like it's very flattering, not aging on my more mature eyes. I'm actually just really thrilled with that color story. Again, this is a pretty darn neutral palette. I tend to go towards those beige taupe ones. I think that one was called the Minimalist. That one looked beautiful. The Realist was another one that I was intrigued by. That one's actually a little bit more like peachy, dusty rose. That I could pick up again. Actually, I really like the Modernist. Like when I saw them, I was like, oh my gosh, I could literally pick up every single one of them. There was another one that had sort of a pretty plum color in it that I also think would kind of make my hazel eyes pop a little bit. Definitely been having fun trying to play up with, you know, making my eyes a bit more green. And real quick, let's go ahead and finish off with lip of the day. I pulled out one of my Phantom lippies from Hourglass. If you have not tried these and you are somebody who loves a glossy lip, you definitely have to give this a try. I'm actually using Haze. Let's go ahead, put Haze on. And these are just the best. It's basically like a lip gloss in a lipstick case. They're so volumizing and glossy and just perfection. And Haze is described as a burnt rose wood, so I thought it would kind of go along with this overall rose toned look here. So far I have to say, so glad I pulled out some Hourglass products because I have been a fan of this brand for a very long time. I was like exclusively wearing Hourglass many years ago, could not get enough, and then as you know, you kind of move on from things, but I am absolutely back into it to the point where I do definitely want to buy another one of these eye palettes. That's how beautiful they are. So you all let me know what color or colors you are interested in seeing, because of course I want to show you things that you want to see on my channel. But so excited about this. I seriously love the way this turned out. Makes me have faith in eyeshadow again. So I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know if you have picked up any of these, which ones you got. And as usual, thank you for watching, and I will be back with another video soon.